Hello and welcome back to the CraftBox. My name is Brent and today we are doing some badge stuff. Hi Dylan, hi Mr. Beast number 2. How are you going today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sorry I've been away for a bit. Yeah, I've been a little bit, I don't know. I just didn't stream. I guess that's kind of how it is. I just kind of had like a break for like a few days, which was kind of nice. Anyway, today we are starting on caramel badges. So, last time we finished off the Imperia badges, or all of the one that we're going for on stream in this sort of style. We've got all of the Alfoy, all of the Beastman, all of the Dwarves, all of the Calamar, all of the Globulins, all of the Hornets, which we got ages ago, all of the Lava Spawn. What else did we get? What else? I think that is all. I think that is all, because most of the other stuff we are waiting for, like, a duo series for that, so me and Rose will be going for them together. So today we get the fun job of starting Caramel. Now, Caramel has a lot of badges. It has 24, I've got 24 of 60 of them, and a lot of them are absolutely painful to get, so that's fun. We're going to start off with the easy ones to start with, which is, unfortunately, the Marshmallow, so I never have to defeat them again on this character. That would be, cool. Add you, give me a TFC, drop me a TFC in chat, and I will add you. Yeah, Dylan, I hope you get well soon. Just rest up and take it easy. I know that helped me when I had it. So yeah. Yeah, just as well I check that. That is gross and disgusting. That is gross and disgusting. Yucky. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need a that and two of those. Two of those, and we need a Ship of Fools, and a Scarecrow, and a Blade. And that should be good. We've got a reshuffle. Cool, easy clap. Let's do this. So yeah, I took a bit of time off from, like, streaming, as you saw, since the 8-hour stream. That was the last stream that I did. And I wasn't actually planning on doing that, but here's the story. On Monday, my time, which was the day after the stream. Holy moly, this is loud for me. That's so much better. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take today off. I just need to. Okay, I wasn't planning on streaming on Monday anyway. It was like my day off from work. The first time that I had like nothing to do for a long time. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just take a day off. So I took a day off. It was great, really nice. But towards the end of the day off, I'm like, you know what? I haven't played in 5 million years. Civilization 6. Now let me tell you, that game is a time sink. I have spent I spent like 6 hours on Monday playing a game. This is the same. This is like one campaign. 6 hours on Monday. And then I came home on Tuesday after work and I'm like, I could stream. But also, I'm at war, so I need to like win and destroy people. So I played that until like 11 PM at night. Got to bed really late. Had to wake up like super early in the morning. And then yesterday I finally finished it off and it was great. And I won. It was great. But yeah, I have to say, sometimes I just get into a rabbit hole of playing games, and I apologize for that because it means I haven't streamed for the last few days, even though I was meant to. And yeah, as you may have seen that this morning, the second channel video was slightly late. That's why I forgot that I had to like do editing, so I've been doing it like at night. Well, after I finish playing game, I'm like, oh, time to render out second channel video for tomorrow, and then wake up really early and put it out. However, I didn't wake up early today because I didn't have to, so I kind of slept in, and the video went up like about 15 minutes late, and I apologize for that. And also the title was different as well because I was half asleep when I was posting it. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, I hope everybody else has had a fantastic week so far. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. We currently have a poll, and this is a very crucial poll. Are these marshmallows cute or not? What do you think? What are your thoughts? This is crucial. I need you guys to vote yes. Because I need to prove to Rose that they're cute, okay? And if you all vote yes, I will be happy. I don't want to see any no's at all in the poll. Because that is wrong. Okay, I'm not saying that's a bad take, but that's not acceptable take to have in this chat. So yeah, if you could all vote yes, that would be fantastic. We need to prove to Rose that I am right and she's wrong, because I'm not often right, But this is something that I think I'm right about. And it's probably not going to change her mind, but it would mean more to me if you guys could vote yes, because that is good and cool. Dude, I should run for be politician. Vote for me because I am cool. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at like convincing people to do things. It's terrible. But yeah. Yeah, that is cool and good. But yeah, if you want to add me, just drop me a TFC. Drop me a TFC. I was also meant to like finish off the Pirate 101 story so far over like the last few days. Haven't done any work on that. Apologies. So that's great. You're getting close to the spell tree, but can you help me for it so I get it faster? I kind of want to get badges done today. I'm sorry. Because I really want to start like cranking through badges a little bit. I am once again asking for a rigged poll, exactly, on the YouTube polling, no otherwhere else. Please don't ban me, YouTube. Yes, this YouTube poll has to be rigged into saying yes, and if it isn't, I will be very upset. Apologies. Dylan is max level. He's big boy. He's big boy. Right. Baby carrots, cute. Hot cross buns, yum. Dude, I love hot cross buns. Oh my gosh. Man, I wish it was Easter all the time, so then I could have hot cross buns all year round and not feel bad about it. Dude, they're so good. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Just putting them in the oven for like a few minutes just to warm up and then buttering them. Oh, it's the best. Honestly, just so nice. Yeah. I show a gross poll. What? 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 What does that even mean? I am sorry. I do not understand. I do not understand. But yeah. I'm trying to crank through badges a little bit today. Or this next part of the year. I think that's kind of what we're going to do. Until Novus comes out, we're just going to crank through badges. Because I want to try and actually, like, continue working on a lot of the defeat badges. Just to get them all done in all of the worlds. I really want to start on Lemuria defeat badges as well soon. So, yeah, we kind of need to, like, zoom through Caramel. I'm probably not going to do, like, the challenge badges for Caramel until later, just because they're kind of painful. And plus, I just want to get, like, all of the defeat badges done. Because then we can kind of, like, just chill a little bit, and then I can dedicate one stream to going for that badge. And that'll be, like, a video, hopefully. That's the plan. That's the plan. So, like, but these, like, defeat badges that are just kind of boring, don't need a video for them. So, yeah, they can just be streamed. So I want to get those done kind of soon. Especially Caramel. I want Caramel done by the end of the year. I kind of think that's a good idea. And then we can start focusing on Lemuria ones next year. And then Novus ones halfway through next year, probably. I think that'll be cool. But then we also have so many other things. I've got so many things I want to do on this character. So many things. I need to do Monstrology. We need to complete the Monstrology tome. How are we doing with that, by the way? Yeah, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad with that. But that will be another stream. I've got so many projects that we're working on. It's great. Hi, Sharia. Welcome. How are you? How's it going? How's it going? Currently spent over $30 today, maxing out the Malistaire Saga. Your first Dark Balance. You're exhausted from Wiz. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did you do it on all characters? Did you do it on all characters, Dylan? I should go and check the loyalty store. I need to do that. I need to do that. Please remind me. Please remind me to do that. Otherwise I will forget and I need to check it. So I can spend some points on this character. Because I will lose some soon because I think I've got quite a few. You're right. You're right. Celestia did some quests and monsters seem strong. Yeah, they're not too bad. They're definitely weaker than when I played through on the Death Walkthrough, I can tell you that. But yeah, Celestia is a little bit of a power curve from Dragonspire, simply because they crit a bit, and you do not. So, yeah. Slight pain. Slight pain. Just for your death. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dude, imagine maxing out every single spell on every single character. That would be crazy. I kind of want to do something like that where, like, I go through and get all of the... So, like, for example, what spells do I have? Fire spells, I would have to get, like, Fire Elf. Why do I have Fire Elf and not Fire Cat? Oh, those are just the spellants I have. Hold up. I would have to get, like, Frost Beetle, Snow Serpent, Evil Snowman, Thunder Snake, Lightning Bats, all of the life spells, so like Imp, Leprechaun, Seraph, Centaur, all of the death spells, obviously. And then I don't actually think there's actually too many that I have on this character, which is kind of good. But I would love to do something like that, just for fun. Just for fun. But, yeah. This is in your head. Brain is in your head. Yes, this is correct. Your brain is located inside your head. Biology. Biology with Brent. New series. New series coming soon. Probably not. Probably not. I sucked at science, especially biology. It was my least favorite thing. I'm like, I could not deal with all of the dissections. It was just gross and yucky and not cool or good. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We'll just blade. We'll just double blade each time. Yeah, biology was gross. We had to dissect a, like, I think it was a lung. I can't remember what animal it was from. But, oh, it was just so gross. And, what if you eat this? I'm not eating a brain. I'm sorry. I'll eat a lot of weird stuff, but a brain, I don't feel right about eating a brain. That's kind of weird to me, in my opinion. If you do, no judging, but, like, I would never do that. It's kind of gross. You did max Firecat on your fire. Nice. Firecat is OP with the detonate. It's so good. So good. But, like, we had a lung and we had to dissect it. But before we dissected it, our biology teacher is like, here, take this pipe and put it in lung and then blow into it. Do not suck because you will die. But you blow and then the lung expands. And it was just, I couldn't do it. It was so gross. So gross. But, like, he was trying to explain, like, how the lung kind of, like doubles in size when it's, like, filled with air. But it was just, ugh. It was yucky. I was always afraid that, like, there was gonna be, like, stuff that comes, like, back. It was just, just thinking about that makes me cringe a little bit inside. Yeah, I hated biology. I hated biology. You always knew it was dissection day because the whole science building smelt like dead rats. Because they used to dissect a lot of rats. And, like, it stunk. Like, you would always know when it was dissection day. Because I did chemistry and that was on the floor above for most of my time at high school. And, like, just going through, because, like, the main doors, there was, like, 3 stories of the building. Physics was on the bottom, and you could enter down the bottom, but that wasn't, like, the main entrance. So it was kind of more like the, just for physics, but there were staircases that went up through the whole building. And then the main entrance was, like, in the biology floor, which is the middle floor. So, like, generally, you'd have to walk through that floor, and you would know when it was dissection day. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. And then chemistry always smelled like explosions, which was fun. So, yeah. It'd be funny if your brain stopped working in stream. I don't think that would be funny, but like, it also that was a bit rude of you. It also depends on what you mean by stop working. Like, if I just forget what I'm doing, because I do that all the time. And, you know, I pretend that that's my brain stopping working. I do that all the time. But, like, if you mean, like, actually stop working, aka me dying on stream, don't think that would be a good idea. Don't think that would be a good idea. Really don't. But, yeah. 0. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. 0 damage. Imagine. Imagine doing 0 damage to me. I could never. These guys shield so much for fire wizards. It's pain. It's pain. I don't need dissection. If a person tells me there's something inside an animal, I'll be taking their word for it. Hey Dylan, did you know that this animal here has a lung? Dylan, yes, I did. I don't need any more. I don't need to dissect it. I know it's got a lung in there because you said so. If I see brain, then I fell waking. Fair enough. Understandable. What was that? That was a 26. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not quite a 30. Not quite a 30, but 26 is nothing to disagree about. Let's just one blade. Let's just one blade and kill. I feel like maybe we should just start doing that. It'll be a bit quicker. A bit quicker. Kablam. Get wrecked. You can't take my blade. It's illegal. It's illegal if you take my blade. If someone said a lung is inside a creature, I'll believe you and leave it at that. Exactly. There's no point dissecting animals. It's just gross. It's gross. So gross. Like, especially just for, like, the fact of dissecting it. Like, that's just... To me, I don't like that. I hated biology. I hated biology. It was so bad. So bad and gross. And everybody else liked biology for the reason that you got to, like, dissect things. I'm like, why? What is your obsession with dissecting things? I don't understand. I don't understand. But I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it at all. Right. Blade. Kill. Win. Easy clap. Blade, win, kill, easy clap. That's the plan here. That's the plan. A true American statement. The only thing I dissect are chicken wings. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not really a fan of chicken as a whole, so it's not really something that I'm like fond of, but hey, if I was served chicken, I'll eat it, but I just have so many bad memories of dry chicken that I just don't like chicken. Stop stealing my blades! Oh my gosh, you annoying little creatures that are so cute and adorable, and you were winning the poll of how cute you are. But still, stop stealing my blades. It's not cute. It's not a good look. It makes you look bad. I'm sorry, because you're never going to use it. It's just really frustrating. I would hope that you would just continue to not steal my blades. Just a suggestion. Can we kill without a blade? We can? Oh my gosh, we are good. We are so good. I was way overkilling with 2 blades. Jeez. It does also depend on their block, though, and whether they block or not. Yeah, we'll keep that. What are we up to? What are we up to? Badge check. Badge check. 93. We're about to get the 100 badge, which is cool, and then the next one's 1,000, I think. I think that's how it goes. Let's find out. Badges. Zafaria, Avalon, Azteca, Chrysalis, Wisteria, Aquila Polaris, Arcanum, Mirage, Imperia, Caramel. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, 100 then 1,000. Yikes. Imagine defeating 1,000 of these guys and not feeling bad about yourself. I'll take you to Chick-fil-A if you come to America. I think that's also on Rose's list to do as well. I think. Rose has like a whole list for when I come to America that she's gonna like take me to. Like it's actually like massively long. And I mean, she's hopefully coming over next year to New Zealand, so I've got a list as well, but it's not actually written down, it's just in my mind, which is probably not a good idea to have a list in your mind, because I'll probably forget stuff, but mine's also pretty long. Yeah. We do this, we win, we love it, we love to see it, love to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can come over to America either next year or like early the year after. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Don't tell Rose. She shall never know, even though she's gonna watch this back on the second channel and be like, haha, I know all of your secrets now, loser. And I'll be sad and upset, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oh my gosh, she's gonna know that I rigged the poll. No. Oh, why did I start recording? Why did I start recording after I said that? Oh my gosh. Oh well. Oh well. It's still enough proof for her. 100%. 100%. Right. Let's go. I think this is what, 97? This is either 97 or 101. Or, no, 97 or 99. We won't get the badge this time, but it will be either next time or the time after, I think. From memory, if I can count correctly. If I can count, probably not. Let's be honest, when have I ever counted properly in my life? The answer is never. Even in math exams, could not count properly. That was all the calculator. Honestly, I loved getting into high school and then finally being able to use a calculator in math exams. It was so nice. Because then I could be like, because I'm really, 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 really bad at taking exams. Like, I'm so bad at it. Hold up, I'm just trying to find, there's my badges spreadsheet. I'm really, really, really bad at it. So, it takes me, it really is, like, quite stressful for me to actually, you know, do well in exams. Because I'm always, like, so worried that I'm gonna, like, do badly. And, like, I crack under pressure really, really quick, especially in exams, because I just hate them so much. That, like, there were times when I'm like, wait, does the 2 plus 2 actually equal 4? I'm not sure, so I would just use my calculator for it, just to make sure. Just to make sure. Is that a bad thing? Am I bad for that? Am I bad for that? Because I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Right? Other people do that, right? Right? Or is that just me? Is that just me? I think there was, like, a legitimate time in my exams where I'm like, what's 5 minus 7? Or 7 minus 5 or something. And I just used the calculator for it because I was so nervous. And then I still got that question wrong, which was great, so. And then I started doing statistics, and that was so much better. Because it was just writing. And not actually, like, calculating random things of, like, if x equals 6, then if you have 5 pies and inflation happens, how many x's do you have? I don't know. I don't know. Why do I need to know this? I don't know. IRL, no one cares how you solve math problems as long as you figure it out. Exactly! Exactly, I have my phone nowadays, and I just, if I need to know something, I'm like, we'll just use my phone for the calculator, or ask Siri or something, you know? Like, it's not that bad. But I just don't understand why there's so much, like, emphasis on, like, knowing things off the top of your head. My brain is more informed about, yay! We got new badge. Very cool. Look, Clash Fellow. That's us. Very sad badge, but hey, we gotta get it. Yeah, what was I saying? My brain is filled with other things, like how to get as many badges as possible in Wizard101, you know? And like what most of the badges' names are called, and where they come from, and how to get them, you know? Like, that's the stuff inside my brain, not math. I don't need that. When in the real world am I going to use math? Whereas I could go up to anyone and be like, hey, did you know that Malistaire the Undying drops Malistaire robes? And they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. That was a really bad example. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, probably. Right. Let's destroy these guys. These little fellas. These little fellas. I think we might switch over to do another little fella. Just to shake it up a little bit. Just to shake it up a little bit. Because we're up to, what, like, 103. Let's switch up to something different. Let's go and start on the gummy bears. Where are the gummy bears? Hold up. Where are gummy bears located? Where are gummy bears located? That are nice and cool. Where is my mouse gone? There it is. I feel like they're only in dungeons. Actually, Farm Division, Caramel City, Candy Corn Farm, Black Licorice Forest, that's where they are, and they're fire as well. Oh my gosh, why is there so many fire things? What the heck? What the heck? Let's go to Candy Corn Farm. No, Black Licorice Forest. Hi Rose, welcome! How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. We have not been plotting against you for this whole stream. Nuh-uh, we would never do anything like that. No, no, no. Me plotting against you? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Never. Sweetsburger's a great place to farm for parchment. It sure is. It sure is. Right, Gumberjacks. Honestly, say less. Say less. What does that mean? Nothing. I would never plot against you. My bestest of friends. No, no, no. Me, I would never. Just don't look at the poll that I have completely not rigged. Who voted no? Oh my gosh, that wasn't the plan. No, it was Rose. Rose, why have you come in and voted no? The plan was to make you feel happy. Or make you feel bad because I got the poll and it said yes 100% and now it's ruined. It's absolutely ruined. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, someone voted no. This is so sad. You're not meant to vote no. We're meant to rig this poll, okay? It's meant to be yes 100%. Ugh, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I'm crying. This is so sad. Oh my gosh. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I wanted to rig a poll and have everyone vote yes, marshmallows are cute. Exactly. And then show you and be like, ha ha ha, chat agrees with me, so you're wrong. But now there's one person who voted no. I don't know who it is, but I will hunt them down. I will hunt them down and convince them that marshmallows are cute. And I bet it was Rose. I bet it was Rose. 100%. But the funny thing is, it's still 83% that they are cute. So, honestly, it's a small sample size, but if you extrapolate that, then that means that it's yes. I'm sorry. And I definitely did not rig it. Nuh-uh, I would never do that. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Or something like that. So, yeah. Right. We need like 2 blades for these guys because they're painful and annoying and yucky. Stop the count, exactly. Stop the count. We should have stopped it at 100% and I could have like screenshotted and been like, ha ha ha, we did it. Speaking of polls, actually, I haven't checked on the poll that I put out a few weeks ago on the community tab. youtube.com/TheCraftBox/community. Great place, by the way. Oh my gosh, Avalon is winning by a lot. Am I surprised? Not really. This is the this is the poll I released 2 weeks ago to see what is the best second Arc world. Avalon with 57%. Honestly, not surprised. Arc 1 is a lot more like even for the most part. But like Avalon is just a clear winner. And honestly, not surprised by that, actually. Not really surprised at all. Yeah, 57% of 461 votes. We need to do another one. Maybe tomorrow we'll do another one. I'll hunt them down, chain them to the basement chair in the middle of the desert, have heavy metal music blaring through the walls, and torture them with no food and water until they change their vote. What the heck? Dylan? Oh my gosh, don't do that. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. CraftBox Brent do not approve of this message. An iCraftBox print would never do that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Right, we're going to get this badge, and then we might do some few Willy Billies. Okie dokie. Let's do that, and that, and that, and boom. Have you tried therapy? Yes, when I was 10. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The therapist was rude, so it didn't help. Oh no! Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. This is tragic. Absolutely tragic. I have to say, the attack animation, kind of cute, not gonna lie. These guys kind of cute. Honestly, I have to say, all of the caramel mobs, except for the whatchamagolems, or whatever they call them, the candy strikers and that sort of stuff, are cute. They're actually cute. But everything else, nope. Not cute at all. Right, GG. Easy clap. Easy clap. Gain so much nickel. Eye candy. Oof, that's what people call me. Bye, Rose. See you later. Have a fun day. Yeah. Man. I have such a long list of badges to get. I like how on my badge thing is, Storm Chaser. 100 tridents. Yikes. That's just what it is called. That's like the description of it. I have like the badge name and then the description of what you do to get it. And under like, Brain Basher, it's yikes. And under, Storm Chaser, it's yikes. Which is kind of funny. Yeah. There's so many badges. So many badges I need to do. I need to also do some skeleton key bosses as well. So that's fun. And also get all of the Fellspawn things. Which, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I haven't actually updated that since Lemuria came out, so yeah. I'm in Costco. Don't want to be rude with volume. No, that's devastating. Costco needs to hear my voice. 100%, that's what happens. It's how it works, completely. Uh-oh, we're fighting over here now. This is sad. I like to fight in the same ring every single time. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel right. Does anybody else have those, like, weird things where, like, you have to fight in the same circle if you're doing a defeating collect quest? Or something like that? Because I'm 100% like that. For Judge Veg, you only have one more badge left. Beer. What did they change the, like, requirements to for that? Because is it like you have to defeat them while you're in that form? Or while you've had that form active? What is the requirements for that? Because I know that they changed it from what it was originally, because it was originally solo them in that form. You're like that too. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad it's not just me. Yeah. Yellow fire elf. No thank you. Gross. Yucky. Get out of here. Get out of here. I have no idea. Just defeated him while I was in a form. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Those badges are not going to be fun to get. I feel like there's just so many caramel badges that are just, like, not fun to get. Like, for example, the, Drawless Victory. Kill the Jam Burglar with not casting a single spell. Or at least that's what it has been. That was what it was confirmed when they went through and like said what the things were. The other one is the copycat one, which is where is that? I don't know if I have that in here. I probably do somewhere. That will be somewhere in there. But the one that's like really painful, that I had to ask Magnetic how to do it. Not great. Not great or cool. Can actually get rid of some solar burner. Can get rid of that because I have that one. There's actually a few that I do have, which is kind of nice. But there's also just so many that I do not have. I do not have at all. Do not have it all. Right. Scarecrow, bye-bye. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. They're dead. Lovely. You have one of the Jam Burglar ones. I have the solo one, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. No, I don't actually have any of his ones. Fun fact, I do not actually have any of his badges. Cool. Cool. I don't think there's actually a solo one for him. Otherwise I would have it, I'm pretty sure. Because I think I soloed all of the side bosses. Let me find out. Let me find out real fast. Caramel. Oh, defeat the Gem Burglar. Is it the Gem Burglar that we're talking about? I can't even remember. Yeah. Defeat the Gem Burglar solo in 3 rounds. Defeat the Gem Burglar without any wizard casting. That's the, that's those 2 Gem Burglar ones. I've got, Chicken Scratcher, which is solo the Quake Charmer, and Quaker Goat, which is defeat the Quake Charmer with 1 hit. That one's kind of easy, I'm pretty sure I have that one. There is also another one called the Charmed Charmer, which is kind of a cool badge. Or Charm the Charmer, which is defeat the Quake Charmer while every wizard has a charm at the end of each round. So like you're kind of just like constantly blading until you hit. And yeah. Kind of crazy. Defeating the Quake Charmer on the first round will complete this as well. So that's kind of like defeat Quake Charmer in 1 round. Kind of crazy. Let's just wait for another one to come in. And then also Quake Proof, which is defeat him in 1 round. So those are all of his ones. And then there's the Bundozer, which is Soul Dozer, which is defeat the Bundozer solo. Aura Endura, which is defeat the Bundozer while every wizard has an aura active at the end of each round, and completing that in the first round will get this requirement as well, which is, I believe, how we did it. The Undozer is survive 3 charged hits from the Bundozer with no late penalty. So I feel like that is kind of possible. Not gonna lie. And then 1 in 100 is have 1 wizard at full health and the other at less than 1% health while fighting the Bundozer. I don't know if that's like before you kill or not, but yeah. There's just And then there's Tree Mugger, where there's just a random one, which is defeat Tree Mugger on the 14th round. Why? I don't know. There's also one for Tree Mugger where you have to have a full team with 0 pips when he's defeated. I think those are the only 2 for Tree Mugger. And then Heidi is solo before her minion is sacrificed, which is a solo burner. I think she has a few more somewhere. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she did, but maybe not. Maybe not. Right. More. I swear there was more for Heidi. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Oh yeah, Forged in Fire. Defeat Heidi after she summons the plus 100% damage global bubble. That would be crazy. You have Charm, the Charmer one. You just ages the blade. Fair. Fair. How high was KI during the caramel badge creation? Really. They must have been excited for the start of 4th arc because they went overboard with caramel badges. They sure did. They sure did. Luckily, most of the Lemuria badges are a little bit, like, kind of more traditional, just defeat things and complete quests. Which is cool. Which means kind of easy to get them done, mostly. Just because then it's just defeating a whole bunch of stuff. Which isn't too bad. Is not too bad. Right, more. What are we up to? That's gnomes. That was gnomes. That is not what we were looking at. We don't need to see how many gnomes we have defeated. Nope. What page is it on? The Gummy Bears is Caramel page 5. There's 8 pages. What the heck? Caramel page 5. Remind me that. Just kidding, I'll remind myself that. No! I have fizzled! This is so sad. No. Tragic. How could this happen to me? This is terrible. Absolutely devastating. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Stop making me fizzle. Oh my gosh. This is devastating. I'm not gonna fizzle this one. See, told you. Told you. I don't fizzle. Except when I do, but mostly I don't fizzle. Crit. Boom. Kablam. Lovely. Get out of here. Get out of here, little bears. Get out of here. Page 5, I said. 73. Okay, cool. We should be easy able to get this. Then we'll do some whirly burly. That is the code. Adam, welcome to my friends list. Aha. Also, apparently, we've got the, Battle Island ready to be unlocked with Magic Touch in the guild house, which is kind of cool. We just need 10 people to cast, Magic Touch on it. So, yeah. I should probably actually pop on some of my wizards and do some more cantrips today. Maybe I'll do that to wrap up this thing. How did you type that fast? I just copy-pasted it. And Wiz, you can copy-paste it into there. And Pirate, you have to type it. But, yeah, you can copy-paste it. So I just copied and pasted it from chat. Yeah. which is a great thing about Wiz, and I really wish that they would do that for Pirate, because they need to do that for Pirate. But yeah. How did you paste it? I did it Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste, because those are the buttons to copy paste. You can't copy it out of Wiz, but you can paste it into Wiz, if that makes sense. Because you can't, like, select things in the game. But, like, you can go... Why did music stop? What the heck did I press? Oh! I find out weird little keybinds like that. So if you go Control V without a menu up, it will turn off your music. That's interesting. But yeah, if you're in here, you can go Control V and it will copy it. Or paste it. But you can't, like, copy it because it's, like, just a solid thing. That's so weird. There's so many weird little quirks to the game that I just learn about crazily while playing. Like, you can go, if you press Control E, you can open up the event page. It doesn't update until you actually click it through the special event tab, which is kind of funny because it will show up after you press that in a fight, which is not meant to happen. That's interesting. But yeah, there's just so many weird little, like, quirks to the game. Weird little keybinds that are never really, like, stated anywhere that you can just do. That's an extremely helpful shortcut. That would have been killer to learn years ago. I always tab the sound on and off constantly. Yeah, like, I'm actually really... I didn't know that until just now. But, the spells that really, like, bring up the volume, I usually, like, turn it off, like, here before they do it. But now I can just go Control V, turn it off, and then Control V after it's done. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I need to do a video, like, going through all of the weird little keybinds that I found while playing. Because there's just so many of them. There's so many of them that are, like, never stated anywhere. It's kind of crazy. Like that one. I never knew that was a thing. I don't think that's stated anywhere at all. I know there's a way to open up your realm switcher, but I can't remember what it is. It's not Control R because that's auto run. Is it like Y? A is events. A is friendly players. Interesting. S is crown shop. Control S is crown shop. Control G is to hide the overlay or the UI. Oh, K is to switch a deck. I remember that. That's kind of funny. That's a fun wee one. L, don't know what that is. Z is to open up your photomancy stuff, which crashes my game nearly because it's got so many photos to load. V is music. It's Control M is to open up your realm switcher. I have to go through that. I don't use that at all, but Control M is to open up your realm switcher. Ball's now at 78. No! We're slipping! Stop the count. Stop the count. Let me just reply to this text message. Yeah. But yeah, there's just so many weird little things that you can do to, like, do stuff. It's so strange. And that's just with Control. There's so many more that, like, I haven't actually, like, found out yet. And also, by the way, if you have gear sets, if you go Control 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever number your gear set is, it'll just switch to that. Fun fact. Gear sets are so cool if you do that. That's probably one of the most, like, ones that I use the most, other than Control E to open up the event page, if it's, like, the housing stuff. The spiral scene, because that's a really easy way to teleport out if you're still on cooldown for your teleporter, so you can get through the houses really quick. Fun fact. No one is voting how we want them to, so that's unfortunate. It is. It's tragic. How am I meant to rig polls if I can't even rig a YouTube poll on a live stream that I'm hosting? Ah, devastating. devastating. It's okay. People can have their choice. I guess. I guess it's a democracy. Ugh. But yes, it's still winning, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Kablam. Bum ba dum 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 dum. And yeah. But yeah, there's just so many like wee little like weird quirky keyboard controls that you can do. It's kind of funny, like just sitting there and going through to see which ones do what and then forgetting about it and then remembering it later when you do it again. Kind of funny. Like Control K, which is to... Is it K? Yeah. Control K to change your deck. I only learnt that a few weeks ago. No, I learnt that a long time ago. And then I just forgot how to do it. And because I never use it. Because I just go into like here and just change it like this. Because it's a lot easier. But then like I learnt it a few weeks ago. Again. I'm like, oh my gosh, this changes everything. America isn't a democracy anymore. No. Nor is New Zealand. New Zealand's a constitutional monarchy, so technically not a democracy, but we have democratic voice. We get to vote in elections, so that is cool. That is cool. Yeah. Apart from the king, who we do not vote for, who is just instituted. But yeah, the king is only... It's so weird saying the king. Oh my gosh. Strange. Is only, like, technically only there to, like, sign off bills that Parliament has passed. Which, technically, we vote for the Parliament, so technically we get to vote for all of the bills that go through. Technically. But, like, since the king is everywhere, he can't sign off on all of them, so we have a Governor-General who does that. But the king is technically the head of state. And we don't get to vote on that. So it's like, the king is technically our president without any constitutional powers at all, other than to sign off on bills. And to be figurehead. Yeah. At least you can vote without waiting in line for 6 hours outside a building. It depends where you are in New Zealand. Depends where you are. There are sometimes, especially in like major elections, like every 3 years we have... Next year is our next like major election for Parliament. We've got an election this year. I think voting starts on Friday, but those are all like mailed votes because it's just the councils and that sort of stuff. But if you're voting on election day, you can actually have like a bit of a wait, but it's not like 6 hours because obviously New Zealand's population is a lot smaller. But like you can be waiting a bit because they've only got like a specific number of booths and some people take their time reading every single thing about it. So weird, but yeah, like you can be waiting a bit. I did the last time that I voted, which was the first time that I could vote for Parliament, because I turned 18 like 3 months after the election before, which is fun. Like, I did early voting, and I still had to wait, like, about 40 minutes to actually get into the building to do the voting. So, yeah, it can take a wee while. But if you get in that, like, early in the day, it's not too bad. Generally, because people don't like to vote, like, super early in the morning. But, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was one time where my parents were waiting when I was a kid. They were waiting for like an hour because they sometimes open up like schools to do voting and like school halls and stuff. So we were like playing on the playground for like an hour outside while our parents were waiting in line to vote. It's kind of funny. Fizzle, lovely, love to see it. With every election here, majority of the states, no matter what election it is, they have wait you outside the designated office building for hours. I guess, do you only have like a few specific places that you can actually go? Because like here in New Zealand, they generally, especially on the weekends, they open up as many places, and most public facilities have, not all of them, but a lot of the public facilities, like schools and stuff, I don't think they do it in libraries, but like schools and like community halls, they generally, especially in the weekends, have like voting open. Plus we have this thing called early voting. I don't know if you have that, where those booths are open up like, I think it's like 2 weeks before the actual election, so you can go and cast your vote then as well, beforehand, so that kind of like cuts down on the time that people are waiting. Yeah. Yeah, I know you have a governor and a president, but like, do you only have like a few specific places that you can actually go and vote? Is it like 1 or 2 places per county? Is that what it is? Or something? You don't have early voting here? Yeah, it's probably a difference, because we do have early voting, and I would say it cuts down a lot on the time, because a lot of people vote early. Like, I think last election there was like, which was in 2020, I think there was like 30 to 40% of the people voted early. So like before election day itself. So yeah, only a few specific, like literally 2 in each county, and I assume you can't really like cross county to go to a different voting station, because it would just be as painful anyway. Yeah, whereas like most of our areas, electorates as we call them, have at least 3 or 4 places that are open, especially on the weekends. There's generally at least 3, if not 4 or 5. And then during like the week, it's a little bit less, like 1 or 2. But then we have like 2 weeks to vote, so it kind of like balances out, with obviously weekends and election day being probably the most time where most people are going to vote statistically. But yeah, there's also an election for town/city mayor, which is less hectic. Yeah, I mean our mayor election and that sort of stuff, that's happening this year, and it starts on Friday. Voting starts, but that's all like done through like mail-in ballots, where basically you get the council or whatever, at least here in Christchurch it's the council, they like send out a whole bunch of voting papers, all of the voting information, and then you just put it in an envelope that's in the thing and send it back to them, and then they count it and do whatever they do with it. That's how those elections are, but that's only for these ones. You can, I think you can do like mail-ins for the general election, but you have to be, they're a little bit more strict about it. I think you have to have proof that you're not going to be able to vote in person or something, I think, from memory. It's a little bit weird, but yeah. Also generally the one, like the mid elections, even though it's like the year before the rest of the elections, is not really like a highly like voted and participated voting thing, because not many people care as much about like the city council or whatever generally, so it's a lot less, like there's a lot less people who actually vote, so it doesn't really clog up too much of the mail system. But yeah, that opens on Friday. Very cool, very exciting. Kablam. It's quite funny. We get a like a character sheet, because all of the candidates for mayor have to write like a wee little blurb about them, and reading them is so funny, because there's this one guy who stands like for the last like ages every single time, and he's like the most like ridiculous like candidate ever, and his blurb is always so funny to read. So funny. It's quite funny. Yeah. Right, let's do Blade. I'm surprised he has that much money, because you have to have, I can't remember how much it is to like run for mayor here, but like you also have to have like, I think you have to have like sign off on like X amount of people in either in the city as a whole, or in your like wee little ward, as we call it, which is kind of like a county but just in the city, so it's like a really micro level county, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I can't remember how that works, but he must have a lot because he's running the, like, at least last 5 to 6 elections. And his blurb is always the funniest. Because it's just so ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right. Let's see how we've done after this. Because we are hitting the hour mark. Hitting the hour mark on the head. Why am I not recording? I thought I was recording. I swear my recording button is broken. That's why my recording button is actually broken. That's great to know. That's really cool to know. That's great. Okay. That's just amazing. Love to see it. Thank you. Thank you for being broken recording button. That makes so much more sense now. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Oh no. Tragic. It was page 5, wasn't it? Page 5. 91. Okay, we're nearly there. Nearly there. Do they have to get signatures from a certain amount of people? I think it's a certain amount of people. It won't be like type of people. I don't think that. I think that would be way too restrictive. Because theoretically, to run for council and mayor, it's meant to be as open as possible. So, like, anybody can do it, theoretically. But I think it's, like, a certain amount of people. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. But I think you need, like, a certain amount of people to be like, yeah, this is a cool guy. He will run for mayor. Or something like that. I believe. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. You're not a big fan of the badges that require a certain amount of enemies killed. Like some of the kills go to high numbers. Yeah, I mean, most of Caramel and Lemuria go up to 1,000, which is ridiculous. I feel like that's way too much. If it's like 200, 300, that's not too bad. Especially since generally in a world you get about 30 to 50. Just generally through main questing alone. Some of them you may get a little bit less, but generally you get around 30 to 50 killed through just questing through the world most of the time. But like when it goes up to 1,000, it's kind of ridiculous. That's why when I'm doing these, I kind of like split it up a little bit. Like I'll get the 100 badges first, and then I'll just like do like an hour, maybe like 30 minutes on an enemy, trying to get as many badges as or trying to kill as many as I can in that time, and then move on to another creature, just because it needs to. I cannot do like absolute repetitive killing of like 1,000 of these non-stop, no breaks. That's ridiculous. But yeah, personally, I think it would be cool if the numbers for each version of the badge could equal the amount of enemies you'd have to beat if you did all side quests and main quests, both of them. Yeah, but then it would be only like 50. It would only be like 50 of them. Because generally, unless you're really, really, really unlucky with RNG, and that's pushing it because a lot of the side quests don't really have you doing too many defeating collects nowadays, especially of like mobs. It would be about 50. Maybe slightly less, but if we like round that to 50, because for example, I've done all of the Lemuria side quests. I haven't started any of the badges yet, and I've got like 39 cooler combos, which that's a lot for the quest mainly. But like you get the first badge generally, apart from barbarians, you don't fight too many of those, and kittens. You get the first badge generally just through questing, but I feel like 1,000 is just a little bit too much. Like 500 is probably like a little bit more manageable, but still, like, you know, you have to try a little bit to get it. And I feel like if you are going for these badges, a lot of them, I don't mind that it's kind of like a big push, because it kind of like gives it a little bit more worth. But also 1,000 is a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion. I think 500 is like the max that they should do. And I would say anywhere between 200 to 300 would probably be a little bit more manageable. Because doing any more than 500 is kind of not worth it at all. But I also think that it shouldn't be like super duper easy to get. Because I feel like it needs to be kind of worthwhile. Otherwise, everyone's going to be running around with the top badge. Which, you know, people still do that. But, like, at least you know that they've kind of, like, deserved it a little bit. Because they've actually, like, put in a lot of work for it. But also, I feel like 1,000 is a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Especially if you're doing it by yourself and you only get 2 each fight. Like, that's crazy. Because even if you're getting 4 each fight, so you have 3 or 4 people in your fight, 1,000 divided by 4, it says 1,000 divided by 4, that's 250 fights. And that's a lot. That's a lot with 4 people. 1,000 divided by 2, 500 fights. 500 fights of, like, Gumberjacks for me. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of fights. I was also thinking also the carryover classifications, like Undead. Yeah. I mean, they're cool, but also, generally, in some of the worlds, there are things that count for different badges. Like, for example, the Hornet badge in Imperia counts all of the Hornets that are in, Chrysalis as well. So I actually got that badge while I was questing in Chrysalis and doing Chrysalis badges before I got that in Imperia. Before I even unlocked Imperia. I started getting that badge done. Is that right? Maybe that's not right. I wasn't in Chrysalis when Imperia came out. No. But like when I started doing badges, focusing on badges and stuff and side quests in Chrysalis, I was starting to get that badge unlocked, which is crazy. That's the Orthropond, I think. Where is it? There, this badge. 50 Hornets. I got that one. A lot of that was through Chrysalis. And then what else? But yeah, like most of the carryover badges, for example, Undead, are like big, and they should be big. But then there's also badges like, where's the Manda badge? Is there a Manda badge? I don't know if there is a Manda badge. Spiders, there's quite a few of them around, and they all count. That's why there's 500 of those in Crocotopia. There's not actually a Manda badge. That would have been a good one. But yeah, there needs to be a little bit more, like, carryover of badge categories. But the issue is, then you're just fighting the same people over and over and over again, and it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything different when you go to a new world. Like, you go to a new world, you want different enemies to fight. So unless you really, 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 like, broad of how many, like, what the category is. So, like, for example, in Caramel, instead of gummy worms, gummy bears, gummy everything, it should have just been gummies, you know? Like, maybe that would have been a better way to do it. But then also, outside of Caramel, it's kind of worthless because you're not really going to be... We're not going to really be fighting any more gummies outside of Caramel as much. So it's kind of a difficult line to, like, do. And I don't mind that they're a little bit more specific. But I don't think that it should be 1,000. 1,000's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. Personally. Because I was saying like 500 max. 500 divided by 4 is 125 fights. So if you've got 3 or 4 people in your fight, that's 125 fights. You can probably one round that, so that will be about... One fight takes about 2 minutes. We say 125 times 2 with 4 people. That's about 250 minutes worth of content. That doesn't sound right. What is 250 min to hour? How long is that? That's 4.1 hours. You know, and I feel like that's kind of like the balance that has to do. Obviously, if you're like one person, it's going to take a lot longer. But I feel like it should be scaled towards that than to like people who are going to do this with 4 people, because even 4.1 hours, if you kill 1 round, have 4 people, and the fight only takes 2 minutes to kill 500 of them, that's still 4 hours that you've sunk into a badge. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time, you know. With 1 person, even longer, yeah. And it should be longer if you're doing it with 1 person. Like if you're doing stuff, it should be easier with more people. That's just how it should be. But I do feel that perhaps, you know, it should be a little bit easier and more targeted towards the lower end of the numbers, because what, 1,000 divided by 4 was 250 times by 2. That's 500 minutes. That's if battles take 2 minutes and you kill on the first round, basically. There we go. Badge. Gummy Rumbler, sorry. Because what's 500?